Law Simplified with Justice is anchored by Justice Madufaro. Ticemadox Solicitors is results-oriented, but with a distinctive approach tailored to our clients' needs in our specialist fields: immigration law, criminal law, employment law, commercial law, family law, and contracts law. We are well equipped in our litigation and advocacy for the benefit of our clients, corporates, and individuals. Why not visit us at 5 Oakfield House, Oakfield Road, Ilford, London, IG1 1EF. We are just 15 minutes from Liverpool Street Station. Ticemadox Solicitors. Try us. We are professional.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Law Simplified with Justice. I remain your regular host, Justice Madufaro. I'm a solicitor of England and Wales. Ticemadox Solicitors brings the very best in terms of our representations in immigration, representations and advocacy and litigation in areas of immigration, criminal law, areas of commercial dispute, commercial contracts, any form of contract, family law, and employment law. These are our strength and all civil litigations from the county court to the high court and to the court of appeal, and from the criminal matters from the magistrate court, or rather from the police station stage to the magistrate court to the crown court. And we litigate and we advocate for you. Ticemadox Solicitors is the very firm that you need for all your legal needs in terms of client care, quality representation, and advocacy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you need. Law Simplified with Justice is merely a vehicle to direct you to Ticemadox Solicitors, and therefore you will get the best, affordable price, moderate fee, and no hassle representation. Today is no exception over the topics I discuss on Law Simplified with Justice. I am going to continue to discuss, obviously, higher demand and popular demand in immigration law. Today, my topic today will be EEA family members, which means European Economic Area family members, or better still, European Union family members. What does that mean? Immigration law, EEA family members. Now, the United Kingdom is part and parcel of the European Union. There's been a lot of political clamor between the Liberals, between the Conservatives, and also other parties in respect to whether or not the United Kingdom should continue to stay with the European Union. What are the benefits of that keep on staying on with the European Union? That debate is going on. This is 2014. In 2015, it's also part of the debates and part of the political discussion among the policy and also the voters in respect to whether or not the United Kingdom should continue to stay with the European Union. The benefits of the European Union is part of free movement. The free movement of its citizens, those in Germany, those in Portugal, in France, and other areas in Austria, these hosts of them who are all members of the European Union. The free movement, the free economic movement, enabling them to have trade interactions, enables them to grow economically. So the United Kingdom is considering whether or not continuing staying with the European Union is a plus or minus. Part of the benefit is that members of this union, members of the European Union, will move from one country to the other within the union with their family members. With their family members. When they move from United Kingdom and move to Portugal, or move to France, or move to Switzerland, which is not but part of accepted under the United Union, and other countries, they will be accepted and they will be able to move with their family members who are non-EEA members. Who are non-EEA members, non-European Economic Area members. If a family member who is France or who is Germany are married to a non-EEA national, and for instance from Nigeria, for instance from Ghana, for instance from Canada, for instance from America, these are not EEA members. They have and they derive the right to move from country to country with their EEA members, non-EEA member family members. So the EEA family members derive these rights to move with their non-EEA family members. to any country they wish to domicile, wish to reside, or wish to visit. Now, for this to happen, in this United Kingdom, my discussion today is all basically boils down on those who are in the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom will now accept those non-EEA members as part and parcel of the EEA family members household. And so they will move to join them. They will move to stay with them. And so they will regularize their stay as family members of EEA nationals. Before I continue, you know it is the tradition on this program that whatever I discuss in this program is not legal advice. Or indeed my discussants who I invite on this stage to discuss and share their experience and opinions in their areas of expertise, they are not legal advice. Therefore, you should not act on them. The purpose of this program is to get you to take action, kickstart your consciousness to your rights, to regularizing your stay, and more importantly, directing you to the right place. Ticemadox Solicitors is the right place. I say this because when I jog your mind, I come straight to your home, your office, wherever you're watching this program from, on the internet. As a matter of fact, you can watch this program streaming live every Monday and thereabout on BeliefTVNetwork.com. You can watch that streaming live as well. So whatever you're watching this program on, the essence is to jog your mind for you to raise a consciousness to law. If it doesn't apply to you, it may apply to your non-EEA family member. If it doesn't apply to you, it may apply to your EEA family member. So to jog your mind and most importantly, direct you to the right place. Because needless that you are aware of your rights and then you go to someone who doesn't know how to harness your right and to make sure your right is actualized. That is why this program, Law Simplified with Justice, comes directing you to Ticemadox Solicitors. There you come to talk to me and my team. We will take detailed instruction from you. Client care is quality. Our representation is quality. Our submission is persuasive. This is what we do with Ticemadox Solicitors. And this is why you must take action. This is why you must pass the telephone number on the screen to someone who needs it, to give us a call to the office and make an appointment. You must make an appointment to come and see me or my team. And when you do so, consultation fee is payable. You have to pay consultation fee to tap into the serious and detailed resources and expertise that we have, which we are passing on to you in your own interest. Consultation fee is payable. I move on from there. EEA family members go along from state to state, country to country with their non-EEA family members. Now, who are non-EEA family members? Non-EEA family members, as I said earlier on, are those who are not their country of origin and not part and parcel of the European Union, which the United Kingdom is trying to pull away from. Now, I said also in this program that the part of the European Union membership is the fact that the United Kingdom becomes part and parcel of the European Court of Justice decisions, which means courts of justice decisions, European Court of Justice decisions that is made will be binding on the European Union, on the United Kingdom, which means that even if the Supreme Court rules and the European Court of Justice overrules, that stands. So the United Kingdom is considering whether it is beneficial for them to continue to stay on. That is why you must take action now, because political system, political agenda is continuously evolving, continuously changing, which means that if you sleep over your right today and you have an EEA family member, which you should have gone and stay on, make an application to live with, to stay with, reside with in this country or any other country, it may elude you, which means that the political structure may change. 2015 is around the corner, and Ticemadox Solicitors is consistently following the Parliament, following discussions in the Parliament, following the policies, following the guidance, following manifestos of these political parties as to whether or not it will affect your future stay in this country. What will be the disadvantages of the United Kingdom pulling away from the EU if that materializes, if that continues? Conservatives may want to stay on, but other parties may not want to pull out. Part of the reason they want to pull out is that non-EU family members, or they call it third countries, They come into the United Kingdom and they look at the statistics, whether the country is overpopulated, and they are not coming with skills to assist economically in this country. So as a result of that, the other political parties are trying to put this service to the electorate to see whether if they buy and put them in power, the United Kingdom will pull out from the EU. What does that translate to you as a non-EU family member? Which means that you will no longer be able to make application to stay on in this country with your EU family member. Which means that you will now have to make any other application that is deemed fit, which means tightening immigration control. Ladies and gentlemen, Ticemadox Solicitors, we are on point in our research. We are on point in our consistency upgrading our information system, which means that we pass this on to advise you accordingly, and which is why this program comes to you to get you to take action. I remain justice all the time. I say this. I'm a barrister and a solicitor of the Supreme Court of Nigeria, which means your advocacy skills are on point. Advocacy matters that you have from the county court to the high court to the employment tribunal, immigration first year tribunal, to the upper tier tribunal, to the court of appeal is guaranteed. It means that I will run with your advice, I will run with representation, I will run with litigation, and I will cap it up with advocacy and continue to stay on with you, advise you, inform you, notify you of any changes that's coming in, our potential changes coming in the future. You stay with Ticemadox Solicitors. That's what you get. Family members of EEA national members. It is important that you get this take action. And who are the family members of these EEA nationals? One of them are the spouses of EEA nationals. So the spouses of EEA nationals will have the right to live here. Remember that you a right to stay here is endorsed as a resident permit, which means it's not a visa. Some people don't understand that it's not two different things. It's a permit to stay, which means almost at a given period where your EU national family member resides, which means as a free movement guaranteed to your EU national family members, they are continuously moving from point to point. If they're transferred away from here, United Kingdom, to other countries of France and the rest of them within the EU, then it's mandatory that you live with them. That is why it's not a visa. It is a resident permit. Ladies and gentlemen, it is important that you understand that the spouses of EU national family members can stay here. Now, when I talk about the spouses, what do I mean by spouses? People think about spouses as those who are married. Yes, it is also part of it. It is one of them. But under the immigration definition of a spouse, includes those who have lived with their family members for the number of 2 years in a relationship akin to a marriage, which means they've lived together as a family members, sharing the same accommodation, sharing the same bills, sharing the same bank account, or if not even this bank account, sharing expenses and home and income together, living together as a family. This country accepts that, and that means all you have to prove for the 2 years period you live together. These are all definitions under the Immigration Act or immigration rules of those who are spouses. Now, the family members doesn't stop at spouses. It moves on to the children. It moves on to grandchildren. It moves on to in-laws. In-laws, which means that if you marry to your wife, if you are EU national or your wife is EU national, and you are non-EU national, and then your wife's parents can come to stay with you in the United Kingdom. Tell me how that is done. That's what you get when you come to Ticemadox Solicitors. We are on point in our representation and advice. You must seek that advice first. And that only applies to your children, as I said, sisters, brothers, uncles, nephews, cousins, nieces, grandparents, in-laws. This also goes on to affect your stepchildren as well, stepdaughters or stepsons, whatever you have. Even those that you care for, even those that you are sole carer. Even that is under the domestic UK law, but that can be translated to application to be made through the European Union. Now, the Home Office and the policy makers and the Home Office are consistently looking at the issues of applications made by non-EU nationals in respect to this. It's important for you to know that the Home Office are consistently checking to make sure that profiles are in order for those who are coming to this country to stay as members, family members of EU nationals. Now, it is important you understand that. EU nationals can only stay here to pass on that information to you at a given time based on a criteria this country has come to place on ground. I will tell you that when I return in just a moment. I'll take a short break. I'll remain Justice Madforo on Law Simplified with Justice.
Ticemadox Solicitors is results-oriented, but with a distinctive approach tailored to our clients' needs in our specialist fields: immigration law, criminal law, employment law, commercial law, family law, and contracts law. Ticemadox Solicitors. Try us. We are professional.
And welcome back to the program. I remain Justice. Ticemadox Solicitors, as you can see on the screen, with the details on there. You can always contact us on the telephone. You can see on the screen. You can also check us on our website, www.ticemadox.com. Follow us and also follow us on Twitter, Ties_Maddox. And also catch our programs on YouTube by just typing Law Simplified with Justice. Also type in Justice Madufaro. You can also catch some of our programs. Remember that is to jog your minds and get you to take action, get our details, our contact details, and come to the office. You cannot speak to a medical doctor on the phone to get an advice for you. No, you have to come to the surgery. And that is why this advice is for you, information is for you, so you can come to the office and take your proper advice. You can watch us and follow us on emails, inquiries at ticemadox.com. You can also contact us on the phone. Speak to us and book an appointment to come and see us. It's stress-free. Our contact details are on. How to locate us are easy, very easy. We are just very close to Liverpool Street train station in the city of London. And also very short 2 minutes or 1 minute walk from the train station next to us, as you can see displayed on the screen. Now, when you come to us, it's a very lovely environment where you sit down relaxed and we pamper you. We pamper you in the firm. In Ticemadox Solicitors, we take detailed instruction from you. We make you relaxed, an informal, friendly, but highly professional environment where we discuss and take instructions from you. And wrong with that, as long as your instruction continues. Because once you break your instruction on us, we will not continue to represent you. So we need you to continue to instruct us so that we can continue to represent you in your best interests. Law Simplified with Justice, as I said, is simply a vehicle to direct you to Ticemadox Solicitors, where you will come to speak to me one-on-one. You can come to speak to my team, and then you will be very glad that you took that decision. You'll be glad that you took the decision by passing the number to someone who needs us. From civil litigation to criminal litigation to immigration matters, you are covered. Before I took a short break, I was talking about the conditions attached to the EEA national family members before they can stay in this country and continue and sponsor you who is a non-EEA national from any country whatsoever, irrespective of who you are, be it a civil partnership in your other aspect of it, or be you the same sex or whatever, the law of the land has come to place you as a family member of an EEA national. What that entails is now for you to take the necessary action to regularize your stay, even if you're in this country or you're out in another country and you want to come in with the EEA national, or you want to come to stay with the EEA national from another country. This is what we do. We can make the application from you from any country that you are. You come into the United Kingdom. Are you already here? Guess you're already here. And guess you are already here. Now, family members, as I was talking to you about, it also grows on to extent. It doesn't really matter those ones that I said. There are family members, and now there are extended family members. Family members, which I've explained all to you. Then there are criteria of those who fall under family members, and those who fall under extended family members. Those extended family members are also important. Now, a lot of people have come to me from applications made back on their behalf by other legal representatives who have got it wrong in their calculation on who is an extended family member. And because they got it wrong, their submission is wrong, their case laws is wrong, their representation is wrong in its entirety, the caseworker of the Home Office will consistently look at it and just refuse the application. Pretorias and numbers and volumes of cases and applications made by other legal representatives which have been refused under these extended family members have all come to me for me to rectify. And that is Ticemadox Solicitors rectifies those applications. And we will make a fresh application. We will see whether it is wrong to carry on the application that was refused, to appeal, or to apply for permission for judicial review in that line. I can tell you, when I argue judicial review permission, I argue strongly. I don't need to overemphasize on this. You only need to come and taste it. They say the taste of the pudding is in the eating. The taste of Ticemadox Solicitors is in the instruction and coming to us. That's where you know that what we say on the TV is actually what we do. We don't say differently from what we don't do differently from what we say. We do exactly what we say, which means you come to Ticemadox, you get the best. Extended family members are all part of them. Some of them are not consistently drawn in as extended family members. Now, the requirement of an extended family member of an EE national is quite tough. The requirement to be met before you can be accepted and recognized, and the certificate or residence card for the next 5 years endorsed on your passport or endorsed in one form or the other, you need to fulfill the requirement. Some of you don't understand that requirement. And when you don't get those requirements, refusal is knocking on the door. But when you come to Ticemadox Solicitors, we prepare this and we guide you and we make sure that you have all the requirements. We enable you to sustain those requirements, and therefore your application will succeed. Now, those under the family members, there are also different requirements to those that are extended, which means that if you meet them better, your application sail quietly, even if you be refused. Sometimes people come to me with the applications refused and leave right of appeal granted, and those rights of appeal, they don't know how to harness it. Some of them opt for paper hearing in appeals in the first tier tribunal. It's wrong. It is wrong. Do not opt for paper hearing. And I will tell you why when you come to me. I will tell you why you do not want to opt for paper hearing. And you may have your reasons why you want to opt for paper hearing in the first tier tribunal. But when you come, I will let you know why it is not good. I can tell you so, and you can run with my advice. Those of you also go for oral hearing. When I attend court, I run your matter technically on a very fine technical line. Sound argument. Some judges will run with my argument. Some of the immigration judges don't know it all. I tell you this. Some immigration judges don't know it all. They rely on a sound advocate to lead them on. They rely on the sound advocates, on sound advocacy, on sound skeleton argument to lead them on, to create a whole new jurisprudence in the area which they are unfamiliar with. And that is what you get when you come to me, Ticemadox Solicitors. Yes, I say that with all assurance to you. So as a result of that, advocacies are on point, even if it's refused, because sometimes, because of the high technical line I run, some of the immigration judges don't get it. And when they don't get it, we go to the upper tribunal. The upper tribunals are more senior judges. Because they are more senior judges, more vast in my argument, more vast in legal jurisprudence, more vast in legal submissions, they are much more inclined to accept my submission. And permission, guess what? Granted. Ladies and gentlemen, I move on back to the non-extended family members. And these are criteria for you to rely on your EEA family member. The family member has conditions to fulfill in the United Kingdom. They must be exercising treaty rights. Treaty right, people talk about it. Treaty right is working and working. She's working there and working there. You see, a lot of people just to mix up what working is all about. Now, there are those exercising treaty right come under different criteria. There are those who are workers, those who are self-employed, those who are self-sufficient, and those who are students, those who are retired, those who are living here without doing nothing, those who are unemployed, those who are seeking employment. There's at least a whole lot of those. Whatever your EEA member status, and as long as he's here, we'll bring to place him on under the treaty right which they can sustain, and we can sustain your application on. And that is very important that when you come to me, we will run through that fine line and see where your EEA family member stays and is on in terms of the requirement and conditions required. And I can pull it up from there, make the application, jog your mind, get you what to get. Listen to me, and I said this before, some of you don't have documentations at the same address with your EEA national members. And as a result of that, you find it difficult of proving that relationship. You don't need to worry yourself. You don't need to worry yourself. As long as you have lived with your EEA national, even when you don't have the documentation to substantiate that, come to Ticemadox Solicitors. Our instructions, your instructions we will take from you. We will make sure that when we advise you, you will be very glad that you did, which means we will come to realize that even if you don't have documentations together with your EE national family members, there is that proof that you live with your EE national family members, we will take the matter further. Remember, and I said this program is just a vehicle. It's not all the ingredients, all the criteria, all the points, all the technical lines, fine lines that I want to run on your case is what I discuss on this program. Now, this is not a legal advice program. This is just to get you to take action. What is the action? Call us on the phone. Go to the website. Take our address. Take our contact details. take our directions, where we are, and then find us to the office. Give us a call. Come to the office to be glad. We are very moderate in our fee. We are not excessive. We understand your circumstance. We understand what you're passing through. We understand that your future lies in your hand. If you're happy, Ticemadox solicitors will be happy too. If you are glad, Ticemadox solicitors will be glad. If you succeed, Ticemadox solicitors will be glad that you succeeded. Because when we help you succeed, you helping a whole lot of those that depend on you. So isn't it glad? It's a humanity fulfilled. It's a humanitarian work fulfilled environment within our community, whereby you can also be glad. Ticemadox will be glad. Our fees are moderate. You have to pay your fees. That is certain, but it is moderate to enable you. We also have phases where you can pay these fees to enable you to carry on to make your application. We understand your circumstances, those of you who are unemployed here, immigrants who have no work. It is difficult. It is tough to come up with a substantial amount of money to make this and regularize your stay. But we will go through with a pay plan with you to enable that you can also make application, regularize your stay, walk on the street with your head up, and make sure that even when you're accustomed by the immigration officers or by police officers or by any enforcement agent, you'll be able to be glad to speak with boldness that the fact that you have made an application. Remember that you must comply with the laws of the land. The laws of the land ensures you to regularize your stay. And therefore, you cannot stay in this country to succeed when you have not abided by the rules, regulations laid down by this law of the land. Even if you fall foul, mitigation is enough to remedy your breach. Criminal law, employment law, all sort of constructive dismissals, unfair dismissal, all form of discrimination, unfair discriminations, racial discrimination, disability discrimination, whatever discrimination, sexual discrimination, religious discrimination, whatever discrimination that you are facing or you think potentially you are facing in your place of work, unlawful deduction of your wage, unlawful works, unlawful removal. When you be moved to one department or the other that is lower than you, without in promotion, you're going to be promoted when you need to. These are the things you need to. Don't sleep on your right. Law Simplified with Justice, the vehicle to direct you to Ticemadox solicitors, all the way to civil litigation in the county court. If your property is being under charge, if your property is in the county court, being about to be taken from you, or money owed you, or money you own people, of which a contract which you've signed in, which has not turned against you, you want to vacate that order. Remember, you don't want to have a CCJ, which is the county court judgment on you. If you have sitting on that, speak to Ticemadox solicitors, and we will certainly put a smile on your face. I remain Justice Maduforo. I'm a solicitor of England and Wales. I'm a barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. I'm a police station accredited and magistrate court duty solicitor, paid for and authorized under the Ministry of Justice in England and Wales. You are on point. You are the right place. You go nowhere once you come to us. It's the last stop, last bus stop. Ticemadox solicitors. Tune in next time for another edition of Law Simplified with Justice, where we jog your mind, when we bring some nice topics to you, getting you to take action. See you next time. God bless you. Your time has come.
Law Simplified with Justice is anchored by Justice Madufaro. Ticemadox Solicitors is results-oriented, but with a distinctive approach tailored to our clients' needs in our specialist fields: immigration law, criminal law, employment law, commercial law, family law, and contracts law. We are well equipped in our litigation and advocacy for the benefit of our clients, corporates, and individuals. Ticemadox Solicitors. Try us. We are professional.